Hello and welcome. My name is Jenaae Jackson and I am a digital marketer. I run an agency by the name of authorityhq.com, and in this video I'm going to be doing an overview of some triggers in a workflow funnel that I've set up in Go High Level for a client of mine. This particular client is a dog trainer. And here is an overview of some of the triggers that we have set up for them. So what we're going to be doing in this overview is just going through each one of the triggers and making sure that it's working properly. Now, this particular client is a dog trainer, but this same exact snapshot or workflow or funnel, however you want to name it, however you want to call it, can work for almost any business owners, and particularly any service-based business owner who operates from getting leads. This is going to turn your lead system, when leads come into your landing page onto your website, from getting them from complete stranger to client, very effortlessly streamlining the entire process. So let's go ahead and go through the triggers with Go High Level. Shall we? All right, let's do it. All right, so here we have the first trigger, and it's when a new inquiry form is submitted, the client or the lead is automatically added to the Let's Talk campaign. They're also automatically added to the general lead nurture or newsletter campaign. So the difference between these two are that the Let's Talk campaign is really, the objective is to get them onto the phone and get them to have a consultation with the business owner. And the general lead nurture, that objective is really just to stay in their inbox to help keep us top of mind for that particular lead with insightful information, just as any newsletter would. And following the lead being added to these two different campaigns at the same time, we're going to also create an opportunity in the new lead stage of the Go High Level opportunities pipeline, which you'll see that in just a second. And we're also going to notify the business owner to call that lead as soon as possible, as soon as that lead comes in. All right, so I have set up a test page here with a Go High Level form embedded onto their WordPress website. And I've already filled out all of the text here with all of my information. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this Go High Level form, and I'm going to be automatically redirected to a thank you page. Awesome. So when we come over here to Go High Level, if we go ahead and just give it a few seconds, and let's go ahead and refresh, we are going to see that a new opportunity has been added. And if we go over to our opportunities pipeline, you'll see that this lead has also been added in the new lead stage of the opportunities pipeline. So, perfect. They also should have been added to the Let's Talk campaign and the general lead nurture newsletter campaign. The way that we can check that is, so for the Let's Talk campaign, they should get an email saying, "Hi, Jenaae, how can we help?" And we also have here, you can see the lead nurture campaign test email, which we haven't fleshed out the copy for this email yet. We're just making sure that the trigger works. And then we have, and that's coming from the actual business. And then we have a more personal email coming from the business owner, basically, asking them, hey, when is a good time for us to talk, or how might we be able to help you? So wonderful. Both of these campaigns have been triggered successfully. The opportunity has been created in the new lead stage of the pipeline. And another part of the Let's Talk campaign is, let's see here, we should have received a text message from the Twilio number, or from the Go High Level number. And we have, you can see here, we have a text message from Go High Level basically saying, hey, it's Bijan from ORA Dog Training. Thanks for getting in touch, and I'll reach out to you shortly. So everything is working perfect. The emails are triggering, the text messages are triggering. Bijan will have received a notification to call them right away, so that's working. So let's move on to the next trigger, which is when the lead replies to either the email or the text message, we're going to automatically move them over to this column of the pipeline, which is the hot leads. Because we know there's a difference, right, between people that just submit a form because in the moment it may have looked interesting, but perhaps they have no intention of really following up and following through. And then we have the hot leads. I mean, this person, probably their dog is attacking people at the park and they need dog training right away. So they are responding to the emails. They are very engaged. So once I respond to either the text message on my phone or the email, I'm going to automatically be moved into the hot leads so that the business owner knows, hey, this is someone, they're on top of things. So I'm going to make sure to prioritize this hot lead. So I'm going to go ahead and respond. Hi, yes, I would like more information. Send. So, and you see right away, I didn't even have to refresh. I moved automatically over to hot leads. In Go High Level, if I go ahead and go to conversations, I can see here, there's the text message that originally went out to me. And here's the response that I responded. So if I respond to the emails, if I respond to the text messages, everything, even if I write a message on Facebook, you see here people are already starting because we've connected his Facebook account. And so people are writing messages. It's automatically going to link to their contact and show up in conversation. So you have a thread of text messages, emails, every kind of communication with this person in one thread. It's incredible. It's really, really incredible. So that trigger is also working. And then let's go ahead and move on to this third one after moving back to opportunities. So once they reply to the Let's Talk campaign, they're automatically going to be moved to hot lead stage. So we know these people are hot. Now, I encourage my clients, when you get a lead, you need to call these people within 5 minutes because they are ready to buy. Now they're ready to make action, to take action because they already are in that action mood. So you need to go ahead and follow through with that. So I may, respond via text message, hey, thanks for reaching out, etc., but I'm still going to call them. I'm going to call Jenaae Jackson, and once I call her, one of two things is going to happen. Either I am going to pick up the phone and I'm going to be able to have a consultation right then and there with the business owner, or two, when I call, I'm not going to answer. Under not answering, perhaps we can also put they answer, but they're not able to take a call or a consultation call in that moment, okay? Now, if it is the latter, if I call them and they don't pick up, I'm unable to speak with them, I'm going to go ahead and move them over to called once, okay? And I'm going to show you something really cool in a second. If I do call them and they do pick up the phone, I am going, and I have a consultation with them, I'm going to let them know, hey, thanks for taking this time to chat with me. I definitely can help you train your dog. And this is how the deposit works. This is how my contract works. You give them the basic information. And now they just need to be sent that information so that they can follow through with the next steps. I'm going to move them physically in this funnel here over to had consultation pending deposit payment. But we're not going to move them just yet because moving all of these things trigger other actions, which we're not quite ready for. So we call them once, they don't answer. What's going to happen next? After 7 days, I've set it so that after 7 days, if they are in this stage, so we've called them this week, and we're going to leave them there. After a week, so 7 days from today, they are going to automatically be moved to ready for final follow-up. Automatically. They're going to be moved here. Okay? So that my client knows, the business owner knows that one day, these are the people that need to be called and followed up with. They're ready for that final follow-up in about a week. Now, of course, you're following up with people the day after, 3 days after, not necessarily just a week. But those follow-ups via email, via text messages are happening automatically via those 2 campaigns that we initially set them up with, right? The Let's Talk campaign and the general lead nurture and newsletter campaign. Those things are already working in the background. But I want the business owner to pick up the phone and manually give this person a call in a week, which is why in 1 week they're going to move over. Now, you can set it up and go high level. It's so powerful what this system can do. Where go high level will actually, for example, if you want a follow-up call in about 3 days, you can set it up where the system will ring your phone and say, hey, business owner, you need to call this client to follow up. Would you like us to connect the line? Press 1 if you do. You press 1 and it's going to automatically call that person. Fabulous. For the nature of this particular client, I don't like that idea for him because he's constantly, outside training the dogs. He may be at the dog park. He may be doing a private lesson with someone. So that doesn't quite work with him. For him, I prefer to have everything funneled into one section so he can sit down when he has the time, because his days are very dynamic. He can sit down when he has the time and just go ahead and follow up with those people and move them along accordingly. Okay, so as I mentioned, after 7 days, if we've already called them, they're going to already be moved to ready for final follow-up, all the while the engine is still moving in the background. The same thing is also going to happen if they are in the hot lead stage. So if they're in the hot lead stage, or perhaps also the new leads stage, I can set that up as well. If they are in those stages for 7 days, we want them to go ahead and move over to the final follow-up, because we don't want them sticking over in the leads columns for too long, because we want people in the door, people that are decision makers and are ready to take action with getting their dog trained. All right, so let's move on to the next trigger. Now, a part of the Let's Talk campaign is pushing for that consultation, pushing to get them on the phone. And so we link to the scheduler, which I have an example of here, where we link to this scheduler where people can come in and go ahead and schedule a call with the business owner. He can go in here and set his availability, which at the moment is set for just Tuesdays and Thursdays between the times that he prefers. So people can go in, and if, for some reason they're playing phone tag and, they want to schedule something proper, they can do so as well. Once they request a consultation, right, because it's not confirmed until the business owner confirms that, also something you can edit in Go High Level. You can have events automatically confirmed on your calendar, or you can require your manual confirmation. But once they request a consultation, they are automatically going to be removed from the Let's Talk campaign, right? Because they've taken the action that we want them to take. They can get out of that campaign, and they're automatically going to also move to the final follow-up stage. We're going to notify the business owner saying, hey, someone wants to get on the phone with you. Go ahead and check your appointments and confirm this event. We're also going to add them to the consultation request follow-up campaign. Basically saying, hey, we've received your request for a consultation. We're going to review the date and time and confirm with you shortly. Okay. Oh, and I missed that we're also going to tag them with appointment pending confirmation so that we know when we're looking at all of the people in the final follow-up, we know who actually has scheduled something. So we can call them to confirm, or we can just confirm via email, whatever, but they're tagged with that designator that is going to let you know at what point in the funnel they are. So let's go ahead and test that. But first, we're going to move them. Let's say we called them one time, they didn't answer, and it hasn't yet been 7 days. So they got a link to the consultation page. And let's do the 20th. And let's do 12 noon. They're going to select their dates. And we've got the sticky information here. Go high level. And this form, embedded form, recognizes me from my computer. So it already has all of my information filled out. I don't need to do it again. Amazing. And they're going to go ahead and book the appointment or request to book the appointment. And they can, from here, add it to their calendar, which is amazing. And when we go back here, you can see appointment pending confirmation has automatically and immediately been added. I also got a text message. Let's see what it says. Hi, Jenaae. I've received your request for an appointment. I'll be in touch shortly to confirm the date and time with you. So the date and time you selected. Looking forward to speaking with you. Bijan, ORA dog training. That came in immediately. Awesome. I should have also perhaps received an email that will come in shortly. Oh, there it is. Booking request received. Perfect. I've received. So all the business owner needs to do now is come here into scheduling, going to appointments, and there you can see he needs to make he needs to take action. He also received an email notification letting him know that he needs to take action. There's something pending, but also right here in the opportunities, we have a tag, appointment pending confirmation. So he knows every day when he logs into his opportunities dashboard, oh, he can see what's going on at a glance based on the tag. And you'll see here, email deliverability with Go High Level is amazing. But typically when things are kind of promotion related and they mention words like offer or things like that, I mean, Google is pretty smart. It will automatically put them into the promotions. But worry not, because when you are sending emails with more primarily relevant content, Gmail is going to make sure that it gets to the primary inbox. So let's go ahead and approve this, confirm this appointment, because I checked my calendar. It works for me. Perfect. I've confirmed. If I go over to opportunities, consultation scheduled. So we know now it's confirmed, and it's going to remain here in the final follow-up, right? Because something is pending with them until the consultation actually happens. So let's go here. So they sent the request. We tagged them with pending. We removed them from the Let's Talk campaign. All of those things happen. So if we go here, we can see, actually, we're going to go over to contacts, and it's going to give us even more information. So here we can see past campaigns. So I have been removed from Let's Talk and consultation request reply. We have been removed from those because I've set it up that way. I also need to make sure that they are remaining in the general nurture newsletter. So that's something that I need to fix. But it's all working flawlessly without the human aspect of it, right? So we're going to go ahead and go back to opportunities. And let's see here. So appointment status is confirmed. They're going to be added to the appointment reminders campaign, which we just saw. And that tag is going to be changed to consultation scheduled. It's going to be changed because we're adding this one and we're removing that one. And you saw it happens instantaneously. So what we're going to do is, now I've gotten everybody's in the loop. I got my text message saying everything's confirmed. The business owner got his, there's my email. My appointment has been confirmed. I can click this link and add it to my calendar. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing, this program, how powerful it is. So we're going to go back here. Appointment status confirmed. Beautiful. I got my appointment confirmation. I got my tag and the removal of another one. So now as a business owner, I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, okay, it's now time for Jenaae's consultation. I'm going to give her a call. What's going to happen? I'm going to either, if she is not interested, I'm going to pull it down and you're going to see it gives you an option to put lost. If the consultation didn't go well and they're not interested, we're not a good fit, you're going to go ahead and add them to lost. If the consultation did go well and you're going to go ahead and send them all of the deposit information and the contract information, I'm going to go ahead and move them over to add consultation pending deposit. And that action is going to trigger some other really cool things. If I scroll down here, you can see manual move to consultation complete stage. It's going to, if I haven't already been removed from the Let's Talk campaign, which the objective there is to get me to schedule a consultation, it's going to go ahead and remove it right then and there. And I'm going to add to the push to pay deposit campaign, which is exactly what it sounds like. And let's make sure that that email sent. Boom, next steps for dog training. And there's all the information and everything that they need to do for the next steps. Let's see here. So they've been added to that campaign because I just got the email. And okay, now here is a backup one, or actually a subsequent one. So after 14 days of no action in this stage of the pipeline, that tag is going to be added of 14 days no action. So he's going to be able to see all of the people that then get 14 days of no action. You can change it to 7 days of no action. You have to kind of judge your own sales process. How long does it usually take people to make a decision? 14 days is probably a little bit too long. Maybe 3 to 7 days is probably going to be better. Usually people are making a decision right away. But if after 7 days or 3 days of no action, we can go ahead and tag them. This lead is getting kind of stale, so that you know to follow up with this person. Mind you, they're still getting follow-up emails. They're still getting our newsletter nurture. They're still getting, they're in the push to pay deposit campaign. So they're still being followed up with. But I like to have that extra personalization that's automated of that personal call, which is why we're going to add that tag so that the business owner knows, hey, I'm going to follow up with this person. All right. Okay, so before we move on to trigger the last triggers, I do kind of want to show you how I have set up the contract that they can accept and pay in Go High Level. Yes, you can set up the contract and the payment deposit option in Go High Level. It integrates with Stripe. It's so incredible. So if you go here, this is the email that they'll get after a consultation. And I have linked here to the agreement where they can click here and it will open up a page that I have set up, which is the terms and agreement. Now, I have it set up two different ways because I'm going to have the business owner choose which he prefers. Either, and again, there's the sticky information. So when someone keeps coming back to your website and they're filling out forms and they're doing this and that, they don't have to keep putting in their information. Amazing. So here, he can either have them fill out a form, which is awesome because then they can actually like sign a signature, or they can just click a button and that will take them to the payment. If they do this way and submit, it will redirect them to the page that accepts the deposit payment. Or, you can make it a part of the terms and agreement that payment of the deposit means that you accept the terms and conditions. So you don't necessarily need to have this page where you have the signature, but it's available to you if you'd like. And this is just a form in Go High Level. So let's go ahead and just click the button, and that's going to take us to the pay the deposit page. And we are going to go ahead and just make sure this email is correct. I have tested this funnel so many times with so many different email addresses just to make sure that everything works flawlessly. But if I do change the name or the contact information, Go High Level is smart enough to know that, hey, this is the same person based on the phone number or the email address. So I'm going to go ahead and go to step 2. This is a 2-step form. And of course, you can make the deposit amount as much as you'd like, say $500, $1,000. You can have them pay the whole thing up front, however you want to set it up. This particular client, he accepts, a portion of the overall amount via deposit, and the rest is due on the day that he actually accepts the dog. And once they do that, they will be routed to a thank you page. And this is all set up on a subdomain in Go High Level. So where were we? Let's go ahead and go back to that, to the overview. So let's see here. We went through this. We went through 3. So let's go to trigger 4. And I have named these triggers based on how my brain works. Kind of each step in the workflow process, I kind of made it a different number. Name it however you'd like. So this happens once they have paid the deposit, which, let's see. So they're going to be removed from the prior campaign, which was pushing them to pay the deposit, because now they've made the deposit. And it's going to automatically move them into deposit paid, call to schedule training, because that's the next step in his particular workflow, right? He's going to call them, hey, thanks for making your deposit, for signing the contract. Let's go ahead and schedule a day for your dog to be trained. And we're also going to we're going to send them a payment confirmation, and we are going to add a tag that they are officially a client now. Deposit paid. Now we can go through all of that. I tested it before recording this video, and I assure you it works. So let's go ahead and skip to trigger 5, which now we're getting into onboarding and some other things that happen, but the most important thing is the client acquisition stage and steps of the workflow, which I have shown you in great detail in this video. But basically, once the business owner has called to schedule, they're going to go ahead and move here So boom, everything is scheduled. That's going to trigger a particular campaign once the dog has been dropped off and the full payment has been collected. The business owner will manually move this over here, right? Because Go High Level cannot see everything, although it can see a lot. We're going to go ahead and manually move them over here, and we can have that stage trigger different emails. And of course, when the dog is sent home with its owner, we can also have that stage trigger a particular campaign, perhaps saying, you know, here are some tools that you may want to purchase. Here are some extra tips and tricks that you can do at home with your dog. Write us a review. The sky's the limit. You know, your creativity is the limit. It's just, Go High Level is such an incredible system for any business owner, really, and particularly service-based business owners. So that is basically a run through of a basic workflow funnel setup. If you have any questions about how I set up this particular snapshot, as they're called in Go High Level, or template, go ahead and ask me in the comments below. I will also link my affiliate link to where you can check out Go High Level for yourself. And if you use my affiliate link to sign up for Go High Level, I'll also give you access to my online course where I really get in depth on setting up a killer Go High Level stages and opportunities that is just gonna blow your business out of the water with automation and have you on the track for absolute profitability and success. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and share with a fellow business owner, and I will see you next time.